Welcome to this Budget Basics module, our 2026 County Government Budget. In our first three modules, we learned the essentials. These modules highlighted the fact that, by law, it's the state that governs how the county can raise money to fund the services we all rely on. The county budget is based on its fiscal year, not the calendar year, which means the 2026 budget runs from July of 2025 through June of 2026. The county finances aren't in fact a single budget, but rather a combination of multiple budgets that are managed by various budgeting entities and decision makers. In this module, we are focusing on the 2026 county government budget. This is the portion of the overall budget managed by the county administrator and approved by the county council. For 2026, the county government identified 5 priorities. Number 1, public safety, with a focus on supporting emergency medical services, the detention center, and the sheriff's office. Number 2 is fiscal responsibility and transparency. That means maintaining our AAA bond ratings, operating efficiently, saving where we can, and ensuring solid financial management. It also includes supporting employee benefits and salary adjustments. Number 3 is infrastructure, including this year a special focus on roads and critical infrastructure. Number 4, economic development, including support for the Greenville Area Development Corporation and investments in affordable housing. Number 5 is strategic growth and land management, including parks and recreation, support for the Historic and Natural Resources Trust, and matching state funds to rebuild the Conisty Dam. What we also heard in the budgeting process, some county council members felt they were elected with a specific mandate to reduce taxes and make significant improvements to roads. Some council members were very vocal about their concern over the level of spending and reserves in the Greenville County school system's budget. Some council members also voiced concern that in previous years, the county may have overspent on affordable housing. And not every member supported funding transit. But the community also made its voice heard. Many residents opposed shifting funding away from schools to pay for roads, and while some also strongly supported maintaining funding for affordable housing and transit. Debates were lively, but in the end, an approved budget was reached, which enabled a modest tax reduction from 55.8 to 54.3 mills, or a reduction of 1.5 mills, increased funding for roads, maintained school funding from fee in lieu of taxes, or FELO, maintained transit funding consistent with 2025, decreased funding for affordable housing and placed significant restrictions on the funding that was approved. Also added funding to support the Ad Hoc Oversight Committee's review of operational efficiency. And this budget included a 3% salary increase for county employees and 6% for public safety officers. The total county government budget for 2026 is $434 million. Here's a high-level view of what's included in that budget. 48% of our county government spending, or $207 million, is in support of public safety and judicial. This includes services like the Sheriff's Office, the Detention Center, EMS, 911, the Public Defender's Office, and magistrates. Administrative and general services represent the next largest spending category at $47 million, or 11% of the budget. It includes services like tax services, register of deeds, registration and election, and the auditor's office. This year's budget includes around $33 million dedicated to roads. And essential services like solid waste and stormwater management together represent around $30 million, or a combined 7% of the budget. The county also budgeted around $17 million to operate and maintain county parks and recreation facilities. From this budget, you can see that the county has set aside over $60 million for what we would consider capital improvement projects. These projects are typically larger than $100,000, involve property acquisition, construction, and/or expansion of permanent physical facilities, and maybe the purchase and/or replacement of major pieces of equipment. The 2026 capital improvement plan includes the $33 million that was mentioned earlier for roads, $10 million for equipment, things like replacing vehicles, EMS stretchers, and radios for public safety. $7.4 million to enable technological improvements, which includes systems, document preservation, as well as cameras for the sheriff's office. $4.5 million to support parks, recreation, and tourism projects. This includes projects at many of our parks, as well as trail extensions and improvements. $3.4 million dedicated to facility construction projects. Things like flooring replacements, cooling tower rebuilds, roof replacements, security upgrades, and expansion of courthouse judicial offices. $3 million for stormwater flood and neighborhood drainage projects. Altogether, these projects strengthen essential services, improve our resilience, and prepare us for the future. So maybe you've wondered how we'll pay for all of this. The 2026 budget is funded through a combination of sources. These include property taxes, fees and fines, and intergovernmental transfers, which include funds from the state. You can see that property taxes account for only 45%, or $217 million, of the total revenue used to fund county government. The county gets another $93 million from fees and office revenue sources, which include things like stormwater fees and solid waste fees. A significant portion of intergovernmental revenue is money we receive from the state to compensate us for providing support for state functions that operate within the county. Intergovernmental revenue also includes things like the 911 fee paid through our phone service bill. So here's a quick fact. Not every county service is included in this budget. For example, as we've already mentioned, the school district has its own budget, as does the library, Greenville Technical College, the museum, and Bon Secours Wellness Arena. Additionally, there are special purpose districts for services such as fire, water, and sewer, each with its own budget. Depending on where you live, you may see line items on your tax bill for these other entities, but their budgets were not included here. Normally, the County Council considers a 2-year budget. This past June, they approved only 1 year of that budget, 2026, but still, they need to review and approve the 2027 budget. By law, the 2027 budget must be approved by June 30th, 2026. The level of funding for roads, transit, and affordable housing will certainly be part of that discussion. And we are also likely not done with discussions of how to allocate the fee in lieu of taxes or FELO funds, especially as it relates to the Greenville County school budget. Looking down the road, there are 3 important discussions that will shape future budgets. First, should Greenville County use impact fees to help support infrastructure needs due to rapid growth? This is presently being studied, and there are plenty of things to consider for or against this approach. Second, how can the county government operate more efficiently, and what changes will the Ad hoc Oversight Committee recommend? And third, how will we fund major road improvements? Some are asking if a penny sales tax referendum should be considered again, as other counties have recently done. These discussions will have a lasting impact on future budgets. The county budget is a reflection of our community's shared values. So that means your voice matters. Speak up, show up, and most importantly, vote. Thanks for joining us. This Budget Basics module was brought to you by the League of Women Voters of Greenville County. To learn even more, explore the rest of our Budget Basics modules.